There's something primal about a Titan fully charged with solar energy, tearing through waves of enemies, leaving behind trails of fire and sunspots. But what if I told you that fire didn't just burn? It healed, empowered, and looped back into your next devastating strike. With the recent buffs in Edge of Fate, Solar Titan isn't just viable, it's unstoppable. This build turns you into a walking solar reactor, blazing with fast cooldowns, radiant team support, and sunspots that nuke rooms while regenerating your abilities faster than ever before. Welcome to Insightful Gaming. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a Solar Titan that dominates legendary campaign content and holds its own in Day 1 raids, Grandmasters, and beyond. This isn't just about damage, it's about sustain, control, and becoming unkillable. With Hallowfire Heart and Skyburner's Oath as the backbone, we're going to break down the new synergies made possible in Season 27, using all the best updates from Edge of Fate's sandbox rework. You'll understand exactly how to chain your abilities, why Sunspot generation is the key to your survivability, and how to keep the damage flowing non-stop. Chapters are included, so feel free to jump to the section you need. Our Discord link is in the video description where you can ask questions, join our clan, or share your builds. And if this video helps you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more builds, and most importantly, share this with a Titan main who wants to become a Firestorm. At the heart of this build is Hallowfire Heart, an exotic chest piece that quietly became one of the most synergistic and efficient options in Destiny 2 following Edge of Fate. Its exotic perk, Sunfire Furnace, provides two huge benefits. First, your grenade and melee recharge rates are massively increased when your super is full. Second, and more importantly for this build, solar final blows while standing in a sunspot create another sunspot, which becomes the fuel source for everything your Titan does. Here's where it gets really spicy. After Edge of Fate, ability cooldowns and subclass interactions are now tuned to play even more aggressively into kill-based feedback loops. Hallowfire Heart takes full advantage of that. With constant sunspot generation from your kills and the cooldown buffs active while your super is charged, you're in a loop where every fight charges your next one. The sunspots themselves act as AoE damage zones. They heal you, speed up your cooldowns, and when you're standing inside them, your next ability is seconds away, not dozens of seconds away. To make this Solar Titan build truly shine, we need weapons that complement the sunspot loop, trigger our radiant uptime, and keep the ability engine running smoothly. And for that, there's no better centerpiece than Skyburner's Oath. Its slug rifle intrinsic trait fires explosive slugs that behave differently based on how you fire it. When ADS, it shoots faster, straighter projectiles with tighter damage. But this build is all about the hip fire mode. From the hip, the explosions are larger, and most importantly, they apply scorch to enemies. Even better, kills with Skyburner's Oath in hipfire create sunspots, which feed directly into Hallowfire Heart, fueling your cooldowns, healing, and damage. To round out the loadout, we're pairing that with Lost Signal in the special slot. This wave-frame grenade launcher rolls with auto-loading holster and demolitionist, making it perfect for weaving in grenade kills and instantly refilling the weapon for your next shot. In the heavy slot, we're using Hezen Vengeance Time Lost with Envious Assassin and Bait and Switch. This gives you a burst DPS option that can leverage rapid switching after grenade or melee kills to ramp up boss damage. However, feel free to swap in your favorite solar-compatible rocket launcher or heavy for the activity you're running. Of course, if you'd rather save your exotic slot for a heavy weapon, you can sub in any legendary solar primary with Incandescent, Heal Clip, or Demolitionist and still make this build pop. But if you want maximum synergy and non-stop sunspot mayhem, Skyburner's Oath is unmatched right now. This Solar Titan setup thrives on the loop between ability kills, sunspot generation, and cooldown acceleration. For your super, you can't go wrong with either Hammer of Soul or Burning Maul. Hammer of Soul offers fast-moving, long-range flaming projectiles that apply scorch and help spread sunspots quickly. Meanwhile, Burning Maul gives you a hard-hitting, close-range option that can also wipe out grouped enemies while synergizing with sunspot generation. Your class ability is Towering Barricade, and throwing hammer is our melee of choice. It's the ideal tool for proccing Ember of Torches, granting you radiant every time you bonk an enemy in the face. With Roaring Flames stacking melee damage and fragments like singeing, reducing cooldowns after Scorch, this hammer doesn't just deal damage, it keeps your entire engine running. For grenades, we're using Fusion Grenade, and for our aspects, we are using Sol Invictus and Roaring Flames. Sol Invictus is foundational. It causes solar ability kills and solar weapon kills via Skyburner's Oath to spawn sunspots. These sunspots heal, grant restoration, and accelerate ability regen. Roaring Flames, recently buffed in Edge of Fate, now stacks even more damage per ability kill and lasts longer, rewarding continuous aggressive play. For Fragments, we're using Ember of Torches for Radiant, Ember of Singeing to reduce barricade cooldown via Scorch, Ember of Benevolence to regenerate abilities faster when you buff allies, and Ember of Solace to extend Radiant and Restoration duration. Together, they lock in your cooldown engine and keep you constantly empowered. With the Edge of Fate stat overhaul, we now prioritize on weapons. This directly improves reload speed, handling, and stability, all of which are crucial for keeping Skyburner's Oath and your other solar weapons smooth and responsive during combat. Weapons stat also contributes to faster ability loops by letting you maintain pressure and radiant uptime through consistent kills. Next, focus on your grenade stat. This lowers your fusion grenade cooldown, allowing you to benefit more often from Roaring Flames bonus damage scaling. Since grenades are a core part of your burst damage and sunspot creation, keeping them up as frequently as possible is key. For armor mods, we're reinforcing the ability loop. On your helmet, run Harmonic Siphon for solar orb generation, hands-on for bonus super energy on melee kills, and heavy ammo finder for activity efficiency. Gauntlets should carry heavy-handed for orbs on powered melee kills, bolstering detonation for class ability regen from grenade hits, and impact induction for more grenade energy when landing melee hits. Your chest armor should have resist mods suited to the activity, like concussive or elemental resistances. On legs, stack 3 Solar Surge mods to boost solar weapon damage while you have Armor Charge active, synergizing with Radiant and Seasonal perks. Finish with your Titan Mark, where you'll want Bomber to reduce grenade cooldown on barricade use, Outreach to regenerate melee on class ability, and Reaper for orb generation after weapon kills post-barricade. Season 27's artifact mods from Implement of Curiosity are a perfect match for this Solar Titan build, amplifying every part of your gameplay loop. Fever and Chill grants Radiant on rapid solar precision hits, which you'll trigger constantly with Skyburner's Oath or other solar primaries. Elemental Benevolence feeds back class ability energy when you buff allies, something you'll be doing constantly with Sunspots, Cure, and Radiant Pulses. Cauterized Darkness boosts your solar damage against Strand or Stasis debuffed targets, which is perfect for team-based endgame content like raids or high-level nightfalls. Radiant Shrapnel adds even more AoE power by causing solar kills or scorched enemy deaths to release damaging projectiles, helping you chain crowd control without slowing down. Finally, Shield Crust makes your fusion grenades hit harder and recharge faster while you're radiant, something you'll practically always be. If you're looking to solo the legendary Edge of Fate campaign, carry raids, or survive endgame content while feeling like an unstoppable Firestorm, this is it. Make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and share this build with a fellow Titan who's ready to dominate. The Discord link is in the video description if you want to join the clan, ask questions, or swap builds with other Guardians. Thanks for watching Insightful Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.